All right. Hello, eighth graders. Today you are going to take some notes on the difference between patriots and loyalists. So, as you recall from our Stamp Act lesson, the Stamp Act really started to divide the colonists. Some people were really angry with this tax, and so we start to see a divide in who is loyal to England and who isn't. So, to review the English government, the British government in the 1700s and what it was like, as you know, the king was the ruler. He was absolutely in charge. At this time in the 1770s, the King of England was King George III. And then underneath the king was Parliament. And Parliament was made up of lords who helped the king pass laws. The British king and parliament passed laws in both England and the American colonies. So ideally, there was a lord in parliament to represent each of the different sections within England. Again, like we know from our Stamp Act study, colonists were upset about this act because they didn't feel like they were represented in Parliament back in England. So American colonists did not want to pay taxes to the English government because American colonists did not elect or vote for members of Parliament to represent them in England. Therefore, American colonists felt like their interests and their concerns were not being considered when the English government made decisions regarding the colonies. So in the colonies in the 1770s, as people are getting riled up about these new laws, a guy called Thomas Paine writes this pamphlet, a little political pamphlet that he calls Common Sense. He writes it in 1776, and basically this pamphlet is arguing for independence from England. And this is the first time that anyone has articulated to the colonists, like, hey, we need to separate ourselves from this evil dictator. They're passing laws that we don't have a say in. We should become independent. He's the first guy to really put it out there for the colonists. And this pamphlet sells over 500,000 copies within the first year of it being out there. And people really start to agree with Thomas Paine. So these people that agree with Thomas Paine, that want independence from England, are called patriots. They're American colonists who favored independence from England. And when we think about the 13 colonies, Massachusetts was really the biggest supporter of patriots. It was a huge patriot colony. As we're going to see, Boston within Massachusetts really is kind of the boiling point where patriots start to really rebel against England. But not everyone in the colonies was a patriot. Some people remained loyal to England. 15 to 20% of colonists remained loyal to the English king and opposed independence. And loyalists were often wealthier people, merchants, or people active in the Anglican Church. And New York, that colony, was a really big loyalist colony. So again, patriots, people who want independence from England; loyalists, people who wish to remain loyal to England. Now I'm going to send you guys off to watch a video about a couple more British acts and laws that were passed on the colonies. So when you're done with these notes, head over to Edpuzzle to watch that video.